Hello, how you guys doing? Got me a haircut. Hair or two. I don't know if you guys can notice. Barely a difference. Jesus Christ. Ad break starts in 1 minute. All right, cool. You know what? Just go. Just. All right, fine. Intro screen until the ad's done. No, go. I wish there was a way to just like hit go for it. Can I, if I run the ad, will it just go away? Yes, okay. All right, I'm gonna switch it back over to this for a second until we, Is the ad over yet? Add in. There we go. That does, from like the nose up, it's like when the chin starts coming in, like that's when it, God, it does look, it's mostly around the eyes. Mike's got like when he smiles with his eyes. Who is that? Just some random other guy named Rim Malkowski. Like, it's random dude that just happens to look like Mike. Okay. Weekend was good. He looks like, yeah, he's our child. Oh, right. Well, here, hold on. Let me open up the, what's it called? Curse Forge. I totally forgot to do this again. Sorry, I'm like not with it today. We took the COVID and flu shots on Monday, and then I slept for 16 hours. Like, like the entire, I want to say like a majority of the like last 2 days I've been asleep. Like unconscious or like on the edge of unconsciousness. I did play 2 rounds of the worst deadlock in my life. I feel like they've changed a couple things with like Tesla and stuff like that that have really screwed up everything. I've ever flushed paper towels. I try not to because that's how you clog a toilet. So yeah, I'm a little bit wonky from that. Fred got fucked up from the parkour civilization thing. The flu shot kind of makes me peaked, but like combine that with the COVID shot and I'm just down. And like, I think it was like on Sunday that people were like, go lie down. Like, you don't look good. And I'm like, no, I got this. I watched that over the weekend. Thanks for the mental worm. You should tell Fred to do a backwards jump. Like, I've seen it. I've seen bits of it anyway. It looks fine. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. Haircut time? Yeah, I got like, apparently I hadn't had a haircut for like 2 months. And I forgot to bring my wallet, so I'd walk back home and go get my wallet, come back, and then pay him. He was luckily cool about it. But most of the time when I tell someone like, hey, I need a haircut, they go, well, what do you want it to be? What do you want to do? I just show them literally my driver's license picture from Texas, because I'm like, I got a haircut the day before or so, or a few days before. And so it was like just right by the time I went to like, and that way I always have a picture of me with good hair. And like, they don't do the thing where they just rush you through the line anymore. They're like, no, we'll retake it. You were blinking there. At least with my experience with it. So. But I didn't have it with me, so he kind of did his own thing. He went, because I was like messy on the tie-up, short on the sides, rounded in the back. He's like, okay, yeah. And then we were listening to like a CDR of like my favorite music from when you would have burned it on a CDR. It wasn't literally a CDR. It was actually a Spotify playlist of all the songs that I would have burned onto a CDR, but you know what I mean. You know? This is definitely a good barbershop. They also have dogs, which is so important. Because, like, the dogs will run up to you when you, like, come in. They've got a couple of labs. It's, like, it kind of acts more like a tattoo parlor than, like, a Supercuts or something. So, like, you walk in, and if the guy who's, like, got his dog will just, like, bring his dog to work with him. And so, like, you know, it doesn't bug you when you go and, like, get your haircut. But if you're sitting waiting for your haircut, they'll come up to you and be like, hey, are you a dog person? Because I'm a people person. I'm a people dog. I had a stream where Steam made a new feature called Stream Pizza, where you were able to gift pizza up to $100. That's insane. So yeah, like, while I hope you gave that dog lots of pets, I did. Thank you, Super Dino. No. But yeah, you just go and you pet a dog until it's time for you to get your haircut, you know? And the music was like, when I say the music was stuff that would have been burned onto a CDR, like, that was exactly the playlist that I would have burned. It was like, it started with Creed, and then it went on to, like, I want to say, like, Stone Temple Pilots, Hoobastank. There wasn't Linkin Park, but pretty much everything else. I'm stressed out over the game jam because even though I'm only 1/3 of the time limit has passed, it still feels like we're running out of time. I've never done a game jam. Kind of sounds stressful to me, but I like it as a way to get people to at least start making games. And yeah. Oh, I love Store Cats. Those are very good. The Dragon's Lair in Texas used to have 2 of them. Hoobastank, yeah. And God, what's the one that's like I hate everything about you, and it's like, shut up, this song sucks so hard. I think the only time I like actively wanted to listen to that song was in a strip club, but it wasn't that song. It was another song by the same band, and it was because I was getting a lap dance, and I'm like, I know the rhythm of this one, and it's gonna be great. 3 Days Grace, yes. That was like as I was leaving, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. That was a lot of info to drop on us. Yeah. Sorry, forgot about that. What was I doing? I was probably doing some quest shit. I feel like I set something up last time, but again, I was like unconscious practically, so Life infusion involves cactus needles. I don't know how the fuck to get a cactus, so I'm gonna just ignore that one because I have choices. Angry music my dad listened to, yeah. Exactly. Soul sand. You can make soul sand by freezing sandy netherrack. How do you get sandy netherrack? What would you do if you were invited to a bachelor party at a strip club and one of the dancers pointed at you and said, "Are you a you?" They would know me for my work, and I would be like, "Look, don't want to make this weird, but can you put your shirt on, and I'll sign something for you." When you're a random woman who doesn't know who I am, it's one thing, but you're a random woman who's a fan of my work, then it becomes weird that I can see your tits. Though I probably wouldn't go to a strip club at this point in my life. They're such a waste of money, man. I went because I was fucking absolutely annihilated drunk. Which is how you do things on your... I think it was my 21st birthday. There are tits for free on the internet. I mean, it's less of that and more it's just like the power dynamic of a woman who knows who I am with her tits out is uncomfy. I'm not a fan. This one sounds like ass. What is secundus? Most of the time. Okay, let's get that going because that one's like pretty important. Secundus is blaze, redstone, and alchemical iron ingot, which is an iron ingot with blaze powder. So I need a shit ton of blaze powder is what you're telling me. How do you reliably summon a wandering trader in this? I think they show up at villages, right? Oh, the cast. Yeah, I saw the chastity cage for VTubers. That's like, I accidentally dropped that in the dropper. Oh well. This needs some power too. What song was it? Pain Without Love. That's like banger music for a strip club, not gonna lie. The body TOS is so fucked for Twitch. Female presenting nipples. It's ridiculous that the standards for VTuber avatars are different than the ones for like humans. Like titty is titty, surely, right? Like I know live titty is different than like 2D titty, but if one's going to be more pornographic, I feel like that it should be like the VTuber ones should be almost lesser. I have seen their outfits, and I understand why Twitch is like wanting to do something about it, but simultaneously, it's like, hey, maybe hips are now apparently maybe to keep it consistent with IRL streamers. Do IRL streamers have to worry about hips? Because like I'm thinking about all the VTubers that I know that aren't like, you know, limes. And I'm thinking like, you know, that's... Yeah, meanwhile, I bet you I can find a bathtub streamer with their ass out. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be hard, like, at all, to find someone who's doing something very similar, but with their actual body. In fact, let me see how long it takes. Don't ban me for this, Twitch. I'm literally just looking at your website. Live channels we think you'd watch. What do you think? Just chatting? category. Honestly, I expected to see tits by now. They're in the hot tub streams. Yeah. Apparently, sponsors legit don't like anime and think it's for children. Just go find them some hentai and show them that. They'll turn around pretty fast. Be like, nah, check it. Show them like some anime girl getting absolutely booty blasted. Chai is a special case in that they're don't fuck with the gender binary, like they're just doing their own shit. So I have no idea with the limited binary that Twitch has whether or not it would consider. I don't know if it's okay for Chai to have their hips or tits out. Are male presenting hips or tits okay? I mean, it's gonna be inconsistent. I mean, like, this is, I don't know, this is just working with big companies like this to some degree. It sucks ass. Who would get banned quicker? I hope me in my underwear, but I know it'd be the VTuber. It's really weird how much Twitch does seem to have some animosity towards VTubers, despite them being consistently some of the biggest names on the platform right now. And like a lot of VTuber, the biggest streamer right now, Iron Mouse, is a VTuber, and I believe you could have seen her hips at points in some of the outfits she's had. No genitals showing through underwear, so put that away. Yeah, that yeah. I can't wait. So I can't even. What if I'm just like packing heat? Like I'm not allowed to have my underwear. I'm not allowed to wear a bathing suit. Squatting does help you with this mod. It's a fairly consistent mod, and like I get some of the ones. Like there are definitely VTubers that are like, we are going way beyond anything that would be considered like almost puritanical that, you know, Twitch is doing right now. But like still. I think it's because this one's like really ineffective. Like this this furnace configuration. So I think I want to not use that. I actually want to use the steel one for a bit because this one has 40% efficiency, which means that like I'm using up a shit ton more fuel to use it. So unfortunately, I have to keep this one around for a bit. And we have to go make some more trees. Oh yeah, I was working on this as well. I don't think that this works. Not the way I think it does, anyway. Like, I think you do actually have to manually dig them all. Yeah, the rule needs to be, like, skimpy like shit you would see at a con, or skimpy like shit like you would see at, like, rave, or skimpy like would be too skimpy for the mall. Like, give us something to work with. And people are gonna blame the worst of people for this, but it is gonna affect people who aren't like that horny posting. And I don't know, it's like, I don't want to call anyone out on this or anything, but I have noticed that when there's a correlation of like, if this sounds so fucked. Booby size go up when number go down, new model release, and it's a little bit more cleavage than the last time. Not a full cup size maybe, but just a little bit bigger. Maybe a full cup size bigger. And yeah, like, imagine you spent all this money to get like the shark though. Like, are you referring to Gora or whatever? I don't know enough about Gora to know. But like, I'm thinking about Bao when I'm saying this shit, because I follow her on Twitter and I'm like, you are horny posting 24/7. And her current outfit, I wish Twitch didn't have a monopoly on streaming. I don't have any sway or power to help, but I hope do you want some blowhole G Fuel? Bao isn't really my style, but she seems like good people, you know? She was at least treating limes right. I appreciate that. Treat my friends right and I'll respect you. But yeah, her current avatar has like a very skimpy. Hips and feet are in the same category as tits and cock. But yeah, I'm fairly certain they just started doing like a new avatar or something for like swimsuit shit. And it's just like, okay, not my thing, but go off, I guess. But yeah. Is YouTube chat up? Nope. I closed it. Like I said, sorry. Thank you. I like that we've worked out a system that I'm like enough of a fuck up that like we have a system on how to fix it. Can I show my, wait, can I show feet? Like, I've never wanted to show feet on stream before, but like, now you're telling me I can't. Now I'm interested. Because I am enough of a person to be like, yo. One VTuber that collabed with Limes even has her own fleshlight. Whomst? Disrespect the authorities, show feet. Well, I mean, that's basically where I'm asking. Why I'm at? I'm just like, who the fuck has... I don't even know where you get that kind of merch. Does it really matter, Split Gear? I feel like none of those are actually modeled after actually the person that, you know... That's like the most offered thing? Oh, so like... Alright, am I getting... Okay, I am getting flint out of this. Good. I want glass. I want flint. I want this gravel out of my inventory. And I think a shit ton of glass would be a cool aesthetic. I need like a permanent furnace. Some way of generating infinite lava would be nice. But we don't have dripstone. Oh, she actually shows up in there, so you know which... Like, I know that there are porn stars who do that. Alright. There's a mold of... Yeah, I just didn't expect them to go to that length. I just kind of expected that they would just be like, yeah, this is totally her vagina, and it's exactly the same model and size, shape, or whatever as every other one that's exactly, you know, oh, it's so-and-so's. The no hips thing has been in the TOS for a while. Oh, well then, we're straight chilling. How would you check? I mean, that's what I mean, is like, I don't see why they would have to go through the extra work of actually making it feel right. Like, do they test? How? Yeah, especially with like male clones. They're, you know, you put an extra inch or two on there. Make that actually like an 8 or 9 inch cock, and there you go. I knew someone who used to review fleshlights. I mean, good for them. Good for them. I don't think I have any flint in here. Why are we talking about VTuber hips? It's the thing. Someone apparently found it in the TOS and freaked out, and apparently it's been in there for a minute. I don't know. He got a dong infection from... Dude, fuck that. Nope, nope, no. I don't like that. I feel like I've started to lax on progress on my game. Not a number I know. I don't care. It's probably a scam call. Oh, and I still have my Bluetooth headphones on. Oh well. I'm convinced that everyone's a whore for a certain amount of money. A recreation of my dick and ass is a very different thing. Because a recreation of my dick is just like... not that big of a deal, but... You're coming out as someone who jumps for the chicken. Oh, you bitch. That's what you think of me? I can't believe this fucking oh. Now get the fuck out of my chat. Do I need to watch that on stream? Like, do you guys need to see it again? What part of it was that much, like, psychic damage? Watch it with Mike? Of course. I never want to watch it again. Have you more thoughts about midstream exercises? Sometimes I say things, and then I forget that I said them. That is one of them. I should probably do something about that, yeah. So this makes that, which I can use to make lava, in a crucible, which then I could take out. I'm a little curious about a combo that I'm thinking of here. Ad break in 50 seconds. It's kind of annoying. Make a redeem to make me do sit-ups. Sit-ups are so fucking hard on my back. Yeah, that sounds accurate. Redeem for squats. Squats I could do. If I'm still not allowed to show feet, then that could be a problem, though. Squats, but cut off your feet before you... I feel like we could do that in a less destructive manner. One block... Well, each block is like, what, 3 feet? So do a 3-foot jump backwards, landing on the at least 3.1 inches away. One block vertical jump IRL is actually difficult, because that's a... Not even 3 feet. It would be more than 3 feet, because you have to go a diagonal distance, right? Wait. How do squares work? Oh, fuck. It's been a minute since I thought about squares. Oh, it's leaking fuel when it's open like that. Let's not do that. Why didn't it go? Oh, it's going into my backpack. I'm like, where the fuck are my blaze powders then? There they are. It's like, why can't I get any? Squares aren't real. The Pythagorean theorem. Ad break in progress. Take a quick 1 minute, 30 BRB, I guess. Go turn off my my headphones. I'll be right back. Welcome by, Luigi guy. We got an ad running. Be right back. All right, I am back. But you guys aren't. Ten seconds until ad is over. I don't really want to do shit while the ad's on, you know? All right, we're back. Welcome back by, everybody. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I didn't take trig, so I'm like, hold up, how actually do you solve that problem? And it turns out, I don't think I ever learned that one. I think I had to learn it for Warhammer, though. Like, it was one of those ones that, like, there's a charge or something that, like, there's a very specific movement pattern that you needed to do. And because of the Pythagorean theorem, that would... But I think I learned that in just, like, regular math. I think I just forgot that you add an extra half inch. It just makes sense that it's an extra half inch across, but I would have to, like, actually probably measure a real square just to figure out what that number was again. But yeah, so I guess if you're jumping up and diagonally, the up is still just a regular vertical, like, 3. But the diagonal is 2.5, so you need to have a jump distance of, like, 5.5 feet in order to do the chicken IRL. Or the beef, excuse me. Like, I think IRL, I'd probably go for the chicken every time because, like, the stakes are too high. And, I mean, literally. Was that an intended joke or what? -2? Too bad. All right. Water, we're gonna ditch. Lava. I mean, his parkour civilization server, first off, it's RP, so none of the above, actually. But, oh, right. But, yeah, I talked to the people that are going to be on my team for... Oh, shit, that was a thing I was checking. When is the next Block Wars? The next Block Wars... Marks is trending. What'd you do? What? I have no idea why Marks is trending. Anyway, Block Wars. The next Block Wars event that I'm going to be in is on the 12th. Okay, cool. So that means I can message Mike back about the other thing. Marxism is when woke. Yeah. Oh, God. There's no way in hell we're getting Mike to play a fucking Minecraft thing. But my theory is that I'm going to be able to make infinite blaze powder by using this shit as, like, lava or whatever. The fuel, the furnace that makes the things in the first place. And depending on the efficiency of all of the bits of this, depends on whether or not that's actually a good idea or not. Mike hates specifically the fiddly Minecraft. Yeah, that checks, honestly. I'm gonna not right-click it because it may not know what to do with that. Oh, can I have the bucket back? Generally, you get the bucket back. Does Monster Hunter have a Hunter mode? Not that I'm aware of. Sevtech was rough. Sevtech was very rough. think I'm gonna go get some ginger real quick. My stomach's feeling a little weird. Should be okay. I'll be right back. Have a sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what the deal with my stomach is recently, but it's been like, hey, do you want to throw up? And I'm like, no, not really. I threw up a little the other day, but I've been not eating. And that has definitely affected my ability to throw up. COVID shot made me throw up a little bit, but like I said, I just couldn't. I had some food earlier. I probably just need food, but I had food, man. Not eating generally makes it worse. I'm walking back into eating. I basically didn't eat for a couple of days. Not by choice or anything, but just like my body just couldn't. So I should be okay. HelloFresh did send another offer for their service, or to do another collab. And I don't dislike it, but I also don't know as if I really need a meal service kit right now. Like, we had some issues with them delivering it, so if I don't need it right now, then I'm not going to try and sell it to y'all. I try and only, like, do sponsorships on shit that is either very obviously not something I'd want, or something I would want. Because the stuff that's very obviously not something I'd want, I think is funny as shit. Because you get to watch me try and not shit on a product. And personally, from my perspective, that's funny. I was gonna make secundus. Which we need alchemical metal for. Which means we need a couple things of metal and some blaze powder, which don't know how I managed to fuck that one up, but there we are. Cool. So then we take this out and throw that on the ground or something. I think we keep that one because I don't want to try and figure out what that is again. Secundus is redstone and blaze powder. Redstone is not a thing I have on me right now, so I'll have to find where I've put it. This is just shit I don't know what it is, the box. Which is helpful. I should check it every now and then to see if I understand any of it. But yeah, no, it's oh, we found Joe. You know, where did you come from? Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Joe? We found him. He was escorted out of the building. Then a defensive perimeter of salt was applied to the outside wall. He got big. He was like 5 or so inches big. Like fairly decently sized fella. It's like, how did you get so big in here? What have you been eating? I think he's just vibing. He was hanging out under the couch. It's like, get the fuck out of here, Joe. Luckily, the cats didn't eat him or fuck with him. The Rise of the Triad soundtrack. For the first time ever, they confirmed that Silent Hill is actually in Maine. Wow. What is this bit about? I don't even remember. I don't remember what bit I was doing. I just do shit. Oh, the Joe? The slug? Yeah, no, the bit is that he's an asshole, and I was worried that Herman had eaten him, and that's the reason that he got all of these buggies. But no, he got the buggies probably because he got fleas somehow. And so we gave him flea prevention, and then the dewormer medicine, and then the super dewormer medicine. Why is Moobot called Moobot? I have no idea. It's the default name, and I have to pay to change it. How was I making redstone? There was like some blast furnace thing, gunpowder and blaze. Okay. So first off, that goes in there. Can you figure out what to do? No. You got power. What do you need? Did I get the ratio off? I bet you that's it. 2 and 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. No, you're good, Ghost Cannoli. I'm glad your slug theory was wrong, because that would have been bad. But, yeah, no. Link for reference. What is this? Oh, that. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah, maybe it was named after, like, yeah, maybe it's something like that. That makes sense. I've heard the new Silent Hill is good, but I don't know. Did Boober Team do a good job for once? Slugs are gross. Rat lungworm is bad. I don't know what that is, but that sounds awful. That seems to be the consensus. That one video game chud idiot thinks it's bad. Okay. Hey, Samo all day. We're just vibing, playing a little bit of Skyblock. Welcome by. I should probably get another game in rotation. I don't know as if Frostpunk is really doing it for me right now. I mean, like, I'm not going out of my way to play Konami games. Can I ask an effed up question to you in chat? Sure, we don't really have a conversation going right now. Try Grun for spooky season. What's the name of that one? It's like mouth shaping or mouth watering or that one, mouth sounds. You know the one I'm talking about. That seems good. Mouth washing, that's it. I've heard a lot of good shit about that, so maybe I need to get into that. What if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Let's just get it up to 18. And then we just throw that in there, and we throw that in there, and they're both even numbers, which means that it should give me the maximum amount of both. And it did, but there was still... No, it didn't. You don't have... It's like the ratio's off or something. The dumbass was calling a neon sign in a strip club woke because it's pregnant when the original sign was exactly the same in the remake. I mean, woke is just what you say when you mean, like, SJWs or whatever. Same shit, different era. I don't know if it's pregnant. Is F pregnancy? I mean, who knows? That's gonna be okay. Yeah. People say anything they don't agree with is woke now. Just so fucking tired of it, man. He called Postal Games woke? That guy's an idiot. Like, that's the only way to interpret that information you just dropped on us, is that guy's fucking stupid. I think I've just decided I don't give a shit what people think is... Let's decide if the... Okay, yeah, let's see if the sign's pregnant or not. Oh, this? I mean... I don't think she looks pregnant. She has more tummy than probably a neon sculpture of a sexy woman should have, but okay. Yeah, women are actually shaped like that, but like, you know, I kind of get that, like, you would probably go skinnier than that if you were trying to make a sexy sign, even if it's not realistic or reasonable for women to actually have that shape. You would expect it to be thinner, but... So I get where he's coming from, but also it's just like, maybe the devs just didn't give a shit. The same chuds who call Scarlett Johansson mid because she has a bit of tummy. Yeah. Because she's a real human being who has internal organs. As opposed to an anime girl who can just not have those when convenient. The sign is 1-to-1 to the original PS1. Yeah, it... Could it be sexier? I guess, but like, it doesn't bug me because I'll go find some porn to jerk off to if I need that. Oh, it's Grums. I forgot about Grums. Yeah, I mean, more or less. Looks a little bit less pregnant in this one just because of the tilting of the leg. Grums was just like a guy who worked on... Well, I didn't play Silent Hill, so I wouldn't have known either way, but I kind of figured they wouldn't just add... How's a pregnant stripper woke? Like... Okay. Pregnancy is woke now. It's tiring. It's ultimately just tiring. And at the end of the day, I just don't have any fucks left to give about that. This will make some secundus for us. Sex is woke. Okay. Does that mean hentai is woke now? Getting someone pregnant is not woke. Being pregnant is woke. Oh, I bet you that's it. Because you know who gets pregnant? Women. So that's women shit. I bet you that's it. Women get pregnant, therefore woke. So impreg is not woke? It is. It is, because it's non-traditional family values or something. I'm trying to think like an idiot. It takes me a minute, but I get there. Same for the people who don't want a wife that's not a virgin, or, you know, not even that, just like low body count. And it's just like, I personally would like my wife to have a low body count too. But when I mean that, I mean number of people murdered, not like number of people had sex with. That is a weird fucking thing to get like who the fuck cares who they've been with before you? Be better? Body count in that context is super wild. It's a thing. It's a thing that people care about. And to me, that just means that I'm not going to spend the time of day to give a shit. Where's the threshold for murder? Hold on. I remember seeing this video a while ago. I don't know if I can find it. There's like a joke video about body count stuff. Asking old people about their body count. No. Okay, I can't find it. But there was this video I saw where it was like this guy and his friends all talking about like their body counts, and like the guy is just like, oh my god, I'm so relieved to hear this. I killed like 5 people, and like hearing that you guys have killed like maybe 10, 15 people makes me feel so much better. Everyone's like, what? Ad starting in 2 minutes. Okay. I mean, it should only be 30 seconds this time because we ran a 1 minute ad, and then we ran another 1 minute and 30-second ad. So this one should only be 30 seconds. So I'm just going to run it real quick, and then well, no, I want to see if I'm right. Because I ran a 1 minute ad, and it ran a 1 minute 30 ad, which means that I should not run 1 minute or 30-second ads anymore. Unless if that's exactly how long I have before something else. Also, my diamond enchanted pants look like jeans. The mid-rolls are a scam? Yeah, I mean, what I was thinking is that if it does the ads it means that I get paid more, which means I can donate subs to chat so you guys don't see ads and it just goes away. It also seems like it turns off like ads when you join a stream, and that's the main thing I want to turn off. Is the ads as soon as you hit the stream, because I've clicked onto streams and I'm like, I don't have time for this pre-roll. I don't care about this enough to check. So that's what I'm hoping it gets rid of, but we'll see if it actually does that. Glowstone. How do I make glowstone? You can make glowstone with gunpowder and blaze powder. What? Wait, no. I'm pretty sure that's not right. I feel like we were just doing that too. It mentioned the nether brick casing, yeah. I'm wondering if I can just like switch the casing or if I actually have to like take it apart. I'd really rather not. I mean, the TikTokification of Twitch has been bad. Yeah, I guess we just lose all that power. That really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Just hoping I could switch it like that and it wouldn't be a big deal. Is anyone familiar with an artist? They're new. So like me not being aware of them is just me being an old man and less of them being obscure. Ad break-ins in 1 minute 30. Okay, I'll wait on this. This is interesting though. So it is a 1 minute 30 second ad, regardless of the fact that it ran an ad earlier. Did you hear about how Las Vegas commissioned a statue of naked Trump? Why? I don't want to really like do anything or say anything while an ad's running, because that's bullshit. If you're getting an ad, then for people to pee on and him to get off. And that's the problem. If he's into it, then it's not a public restroom anymore, guys. Like, please don't pee on his statue while he's alive. It makes him happy, and that's weird. Three, two, one. Okay, I don't know if I'm all right with the ads the way they are right now. It seems frustrating to an extreme degree. How did I get iron before again? What was it? Oh, it's this shit. I don't think it's worth it to go to Subway. The quality of their products have gone down so much that it's not good, man. It's really not. Like, Subway you go to because it's convenient, not because it's good. Right? But it is cheaper, and this is a question of, do I want to make it myself, or do I want to just have something made for me? I think you get more value out of Pita Pit. Not that, you know, I know much about that place either, but my point is that... Oh, and we don't have the red Yeah, we don't have the red shit in here. What is this? Iron? Or it's like ferrum dust or something? Dust? Californium? Is that a... That cannot be a real thing. But it could be. I mean, like, what is it? There's one that's named after, like, palladium. It's named after Poland. Though I think that most people don't call it palladium anymore. It's definitely a weirder metal. Californium is real. Okay. It's so weird. Californium is the 98th thing. Huh. I bet you it was discovered in California. And they decided to name it after the state. Rotten flesh and blaze powder. Got it. Palladium is the reason that crackheads steal catalytic converters, if I recall correctly. I see. Californium was found after refining. Well, that makes sense. One more for the bucket. I wish I could have droppers already. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Get a bucket. It might be worth it to do a clay bucket for this, actually. Huh. When do I get these energy condensers? Alchemical chest. I see. Green, teal, and blue. I don't know what that is. $7 footlongs. And it's not even a foot long, man. It's not even a foot long. Americanum? Does it explode on impact? I should get some more iron to make some like iron tools and shit. And then I was gonna do clay bucket instead. To make clay, I need water in the water tap thingy that I've got. And then I need to harvest some bushes. So I just gotta find the water tap thing. Maybe reorganizing it will cause my eyes to see it easier. I don't have it in my inventory. Doesn't appear to be in this box. It's just a brownish gray. It's got like this color palette, but it's kind of shaped like a tree tap. There it is. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. Oh, that's the ingredients that the guy used for his homemade reactor, right. Don't newer ones use light sensors instead? I think they still use a little bit of radium or something. Just because it's good and fairly safe. There are two different types. I don't actually know the answer to that one. I don't know enough about him. But I did find that guy's story super interesting. Like, there was clearly something wrong with him, but like in a cool way. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes people have stuff that's wrong with them, and you're just like, I want to study you for math, because you're fucking weird. You're fucking weird. Anyone ever tell you that? You're fucking weird, dude. I want to be studied for science. Like, I think there's something... I don't know as if I'm weird enough to be studied for science. There's something wrong with me, but... What was dirt again? Oh, right. I could actually probably make a... Well, I probably don't want to use the iron for that. I probably want to upgrade my tools before I use them too often, like the mattock and such. Do we really not have access to, Would the pita pit taste better, though? Like, do you like the flavor options that you have at Subway? Because, like, if I can't decide, I'll just go for the cheaper of the two. When I'm stuck between two options, I'm like, well, I can't decide, and this one's cheaper, so I just do that. I'm pretty okay with... Then maybe that's what you do. Just because I don't care for it. I don't get the vitriol. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but that doesn't fucking matter. You're the one eating it. You're not giving it to me. Who gives a shit, dude? If you want to eat it, go eat it. If you like Subway enough that it's, like, in consideration, and it's, like, at the same level as Pita Pit, just fucking go. Jamie John's is good, but we're not talking about, like, comparing multiple different things. It's Pita Pit versus, you know. So I think this is the way I have to use these buckets. I think that the trick for using these as a fuel source is going to be use all other burnable stuff on this, like trees and stuff like that, and then use that fuel on other shit, like the furnaces, because it eats it. Like, I didn't get my bucket back when I made one, so... And what did it say? It was gunpowder and... Well, hold on. We don't have that leaking air. Glowstone. Glowstone is... Combustion, 4 redstone, 2 blaze powder. 4 and 2. Can you stop being shit? What? There you go. Whoops. I accidentally jumped on that and didn't mean to. I have an infinite source of carrots, which is nice. I don't know if I need it. Alright, so, and then I can unmake these into, can I? No? Maybe I can put it in a crafting bench and unmake it? No. Okay. Oh, well then. It will just be fuel for a bit. what was it again? It was like for every 4 redstone, 2 blaze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 times 4 would be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I picked up the fucking goddamn. Jesus fucking. 4. 4 and 2. Like, yeah, it seems like I don't know if I actually need glowstone. Like, I don't know what it's gonna be for, so I may not actually make that much. I think making 10 is probably plenty for now. It is a glowing light source, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, they always act like they're gonna fucking come from the burger because it's just it's your job. You need to make it look good. I feel like Food Wars did that as well, but they actually made the orgasm. And by feel like, I mean, that's a thing that happened in that show, and I think it's weird still. No tools, only bricks, and other shit. I want to keep the tools on me. Alright. This book. Is Twitch chat dead? Yeah. Chat's kind of dead today. But I'm not really giving you guys much to talk about, so. And we're also just having comfy vibes. Artifact loot bag, one of a kind. Neat. Fire water bucket. Okay. And a steadfast princess. Minecraft. I'm doing game jam work. That's a solid point. A lot of people are going to be doing game jam shit right now. I feel like I should do some programming as well, and then we can all be programming at the same time, but like, should probably have a bee chest. I think I have some of those apiary. I mean, whatever. I don't need to organize it right now. I'm just listening while working. Comfy vibes. Exactly. So chat's a little bit dead, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Soul sand. Sandy netherrack. Could co-code with Chai? Oh, is Chai working on code shit right now? Because right now, the bit that I need to code is like the fucking... the card game shit still. And that stuff is like... it's pretty hard, man. They're getting on their sprites to show up. I can actually help with that. I'm dreading making music for my game. Shit, music could change the entire vibe. Just ask for someone to make music for you, man. Chai coding right now. I'm gonna message Chai real quick. Here, hold on. I'm just, you know what? Let's just bring up their stream. I don't claim to be an expert coder. Oh, they're doing squats. The ad break is finishing now. Where the fuck are they? Every new era, one weighted squat. It's pythons and pythons.
Hi, Rev. So, you're right, but I don't want to make a separate folder just for another Kenneth. I want to see if I can leave it in the same directory. Heard there's coding? There sure is. Need help? I am welcoming all backseating.
All right.
Joining in chat, like in call. I should definitely have.
She was a coder girl, I said. Syntax error girl or code wouldn't compile for me.
What the fuck?
Finished your stream already?
No, I'm live.
Oh, you mean Rev? Wait, yeah, Rev, aren't you streaming today? I'm live. Oh! Yeah, fuck it. I wanted to hang out last time when we did it. Hey guys, I'm gonna hang out with Rev.
Yeah.
Because on Friday, if Horrible's available, I'm gonna have Horrible on as well. Because Horrible set up all his code. I was just checking on you. Yeah, here, Rev, give me a moment. Rev, you bet. Okay, Rev, but warning. My PNG tuber is gonna be this. So you either better hide it or accept it. The joke is I'm working out for every error I make. Alright, fuck it, let's do this. Do you like big sweaty?
All right. Just gonna. I can barely hear Chai. Fair.
That's years old, by the way. Alright, give me a moment. Rev Chat, yeah, Rev Chats are a bunch of delinquents. Rev's just like this wife-loving calling. Alright, hold on.
Hello? Hello.
Hello, slut.
Hey, what's up, slut?
Not much. It's funny you caught me like this. For most people, I would be like, no, I'm going to handle it solo. But I'm like, oh yeah, we wanted to hang out. And last time I did, I was pre-dying. And then my voice got even worse.
Yeah.
My tonsil no longer looks like a petri dish. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna balance the levels a bit. And then I need to update this.
Just make me like 10%. It's fine.
Yeah. Just quiet as fuck. Basically inaudible.
Oh yeah, you're just a giant floating head.
Oh, I don't think I have a reactive set up.
Yeah, you don't have to. Who gives a shit? If someone's like, what's that disembodied voice? Just be like, what?
Rev.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. You're hearing shit.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Rev and Chai coding our games.
I know what to do. Rev, you're going to go over the giant Home Depot skeleton on my stream.
Good.
Yeah, you're just
where are you right now? Like in like where you're coding looks like it's maybe VR chat.
Oh, you don't know about this?
Yeah, I have no idea where you are, where everyone's hanging out and looking at it.
Okay, so to give context to anyone who's listening as well, what I'm doing right here is a program called Motion Studios, MTION, and for like well over a year or 2 years, they've been working really hard on this application. It's basically like, what if Ruruda wasn't a giant shithole and like everyone tried something better, which is called Motion Studios. So Motion actually lets you build an environment either from scratch or through Unity, and you can make it interactive. You can now go into first person mode and actually play games inside of it as well. So you could be streaming from like a McDonald's play place and then just like press a button. You can just walk around and just start, I don't know, slapping Ronald McDonald like in engine live on stream because you set it up that way.
Oh, okay.
So what I made is I concepted the whole design of an entire thing I called the Matinee Cabaret. It's a morning show.
Okay.
And a friend of mine made it. And it's just a 3D environment. I even have a stage where 3 Paul Rudds are playing. We call them the Rudd Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
I know. We tried to get Weezer too, but we couldn't. So this is the best we could do. And it's actually the same environment that is related to my visual novel I'm working on.
Sure.
It's really nice.
Okay.
I wanted a more diegetic like stream environment, even though people know I'm just some fucking schlub who's sitting in my chair all day. Like, I still want you to feel like, hey, I'm a writer and a character designer. Look at all this shit I made for this. You know?
Yeah, like you're just some guy or whatever, but also like it should be cooler than that. I feel like it should be an event.
Yeah.
I'm in light mode for Twitch. Yeah, I know. I have malice towards life in general. Do you think I exclude myself?
Why you do light modes? Who hurt you? You have sunglasses? Chat,
No.
is he wearing sunglasses?
No, I just don't give a shit. But yeah, the hips thing chat was telling me was old and everyone's freaking out over nothing. And that information came from
one
you.
VTuber saw it and was like, oh, 1984. And it's like, guys, just don't show your pussy on stream, all right? Some of these VTubers have like, basically they're showing like the dinner plate edge of their areola. And I'm like, homie, look,
Yeah.
you're hot as fuck. Don't do that.
Yeah, you don't need to do this.
I'll put you in my title really quick.
Also, like, with this, like, I don't know, man. So are the little fellas who are walking around, are they just like AI driven, randomly moving?
Yeah. Okay. So these are all models of my friends, and they only appear if that person comes in chat. So let's say your friend like cum dumpster hops in chat, and that's like my friend too, and says, I love cum dumping. And then immediately, as soon as he typed in chat, their 3D model that I set up through Motion Studios appears and starts walking around. So that way, it's like, oh my God, my friend cum dumpster is here.
Right. And you actually can
really
see
cool.
them. So all these people who are walking around are using, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't remove a bunch today, so obviously not all of these people are here. But
Right.
basically, that's what happens, and it's a lot of fun.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really, I think it's a lot of fun. I'm a firm believer that all these VTubers that are spending thousands of dollars on a new VTube rig every year should like spend a bit of money to get an environment that's interactable like this. Like,
I do find it's neat because it like coding it's so dull to look at. Like that's going to be an issue you run into. That's great. I love that.
It talks.
I know. I saw it talking. Oh.
Hold on. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
All right.
So the program also set up to have a TTS with 100 voices, and you can pitch it up or down. And I set up so I have a model that is a talking wallfish, and I pitched the voice down so it sounds like it's a breaking battery. And yeah, and it's just another thing that people can interact with. There's a lot more I haven't done yet. So it's just it's a nice thing. I don't know. I feel like I have fun. And
I haven't figured out why yet.
The hand isn't displaying right. Let me take a look. Not that I have any clue. Like, Chad, I want you to know that Rev is in Godot right now. This son of a bitch was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn Godot today. And I'm like, what?
Honestly, it's made with like, it's the difference between Godot and RenP is not that much. Like if I show you some of this code, like
that's what I'm excited for. That's why I'm like, fuck if Rev can do it.
Exactly. I'm dumb as fuck. Anyone can do this. Yeah. So look, so this bit right here, so this is at tool this is a weird one. You'll never have to use it. Extends 2D. This is just a thing that's in every single one of these. Export makes it so that way it's a value you can change over here. Like in the inspector area rather than like manually typing in 9 is now the variable for this or whatever. On ready just runs this variable as soon as possible. Functions, you can call functions. Like you remember, you've seen functions in your own script, I'm sure, right?
I
can't remember if they have those or not.
Every 5 minutes I'm in this, I'm struggling, but I am learning more every 5 minutes. So let's just say yes.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I will say that Godot is harming me more than RenP was, but
oh no. You open up my stream, I open up your stream.
And it just becomes recursive. I should probably have your stream off to the side so that way I can look at it, but not accidentally pull it up on the thing.
Oh yeah, no, I just put yours up. Yeah, you got armpit on your stream. I just pulled yours up in case like while you were talking about what you're doing, I could show people like what you're talking about. But yeah, so you're deep in there. You're like elbow deep in there. You're getting in. And I'm just at the introduction to my story right now, and I'm fixing a few scripts and like files. I'm trying to learn how it works. So my current problem, which luckily I have some amazing people in chat who are also going to backseat me, is I have a sprite in a directory. It's Kenneth. The Kenneth directory in the sprite is Kenneth crying. So it all works. And
Uh-huh.
it's Kenneth crying 1, and I have 1, 2, 3 that actually animates. So it goes through 1, 2, 3 to 0.2 seconds, and that way it talks as he when he talks, his mouth actually moves. It's perfect.
Okay.
The problem is I have a crying overlay because it's on a different like it the crying is on 4s, but there's only 3 frames and it interloops like
Oh,
back and forth. The crying of the eyes is on 4s, but there's 4 different frames. I just wanted to loop 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know how to get that over the other one because they replace each other. So that's my next little goal, is to learn how to do that.
So I think the issue is you can't have 2 sprites in the same area.
Well, you can if they're different folders, but I don't want to resort to making a folder just called the folder Kenneth's Tears / Kenneth crying _1 or something. I'm like, I don't want to have one directory that's just tears. This feels silly.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes in programming you do have to do stuff with that, but there might be a way to do that without having to.
Oh no. There might not be. Starlight in my chat is just saying, no, the tears are a variant of Kenneth himself. I'm like, no. So I might have to make
Yeah.
a folder. All right, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Then I want to see if this works. I'll just do it.
Yeah, I mean, just do it, and if it works, then you know that that's the issue. But if it still doesn't work, then there's something else is the issue.
I'm going to make folder. Oh, I might have to set all this up. Folder stuff.
Because I only had 2 characters. There's the narrator at the very beginning, and then there was like Carla Marx. So like I didn't really have to like deal with like switching characters, just switching models. Right?
Rev, I just thought of something really cursed and I do not want to say it out loud. I'm gonna type you something.
No,
Is
it about angles?
Okay. No, it's related to your by the way, for chat, if you don't know, Rev just made no, you finished it.
I did finish it, yeah.
Novel about Karl Marx, except it's the Communist Manifesto, but they have huge tits, so it's called the Communist Manifesto.
Yeah. Basically, people don't want to read theory, so I'm like, what if theory had tits? More than anything, it was just like, you know who doesn't care about copyright, and I can get a whole wall of text of writing so I can learn how to program real fast? Because, like, you're going to have to do things like write words for your characters. I didn't have to do that for mine. I think I wrote all of 2 lines of dialogue. And it was like...
Okay, so... I'm sorry, I texted you something in Discord. Please don't even read that out loud.
I've read it. You can delete it now, just in case if it ever pops up on my screen.
No, it's fine. Please, what is your opinion, though? I feel like this is a really bad, like, kind of out of touch Mad TV idea right there.
I have thought about doing other characters that are that have political leanings. You
really got to step her on glass for that one, though.
Like, I'm actually going to be real with y'all, and not to be political. I don't know if your streams get political or not. I know.
I mean, not really, but we already know, like, hey guys, I'm going to vote for whatever party wants me not to die.
I mean, the bar is low. I'm not actually a commie. Like, I'm not. I'm.
No. Disco Elysium taught us very well. The communists are sad and failure, even though they're also still going to be communists.
Yeah, I mean, like the state-based stuff that the Communist Manifesto comes up with is not stuff that I'm super into. But the rest of it, where it's like, hey, maybe we should take care of each other rather than, I don't know, actively trying to murder each other, seems good. Yeah. That bit's cool. I like that bit, and everyone does their bit. And everyone gets taken care of to whatever they need. That also sounds good. It's just some of the other shit in there that I'm like, I don't know about that, my dude.
It's actually perfect, Rev, because I was like, sorry, side note, I was just thinking, like, should I mute Discord when I'm talking to chat about something? But I'm like, wait, I shouldn't be talking as much anyway. I'm still trying to rest my voice. So I'm no joke going to type to my chat when I have some certain questions. But I'll be here, we'll be discussing stuff otherwise. And if I get a raid, then I'll mute so I can be like, hey, Yiffy Wolf, how's it going? You know, that kind of bullshit. So. Rev, do you know what yiffing is?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 36 years old. Like, I grew up on the internet. Like, I can't not know what yiffing is. I don't...
Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of its existence. No, you can't shock me with half this shit because I've been around for a while. Rev is an armchair philosopher, so whatever explorative character dynamic he can
Hi,
program will slip into shit real quick. I don't know what that means. I feel like that's an insult to me.
You think being called an armchair philosopher is an insult?
It sounds like it.
But I love it. I mean, oh God. Okay, hold on. I was just realizing I think I am an armchair something, and what is it? Alan Wake. I don't know. I got nothing. Velvet's still here. Velvet, I love you. I kiss you. Sorry, one of my partners is named Velvet.
Hey! Hi, partner.
Me love wife.
Yeah,
You love wife?
wife, love, wife. Wife good.
Me love wife. Wife good.
Yeah.
Also, actually, Rev, to go off of what we talked about last week when I brought up its pronouns, and you said something about I don't know, it feels like it's dehumanizing them. I got great news.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Makes a lot
But
more
like,
sense now, huh?
but the person's happy about it.
Yes. Mostly, usually.
Okay.
I just love like
I'm having a bit of a mental issue with that, but I will work through that on my own, I think, because I'm a little bit on the confused side of like, someone wants to be dehumanized. This is the proper and polite thing to do to them. And I'm like, what? What do you want?
I think it's like I try to like branch it off of this and it's helped me understand more. And by all means, if anyone, because there's our friends in chat who are its pronouns right now. But like you understand what they them pronouns, right? They're like, oh, I don't want to identify as a man or a woman.
Yeah, I get like once I understood that the gender binary that I understood was like black or white, as opposed to there's gray and potentially purple, maybe green, and people can be those things too. It's like, oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense. And so if you're they, you're either some shade of gray or something that's not black or white, depending. In that analogy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay. Like, I get that. That makes sense. You've picked alternate option. Sure.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of like the same way with like that. Like, literally, I think I said it last week. Like, some people just don't want to identify even as like people, because I don't know. It's like, sometimes they don't want to. And I know it can be a little out there because it's like, well, of course I'm a person, but it's like, I don't really want to identify as that, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, what it really comes down for me is I want to be respectful.
Yes.
But you're telling me that this is respectful. I think this is a hang up that I need to deal with. I don't think that this is a...
I think the best thing you could do literally is, if you ever get a chance, like casually talk to someone who identifies this way, do that. And then ask them questions and they'll just talk to them. And you go,
I think
wow,
it would be easier if I just had a conversation, or if I knew someone more personally that used those. You use them, right? Use any?
No, I go by any pronouns. So you can call me she or he or they. Someone actually asked me earlier, do I go by she more lately? Honestly, I do find it very flattering. I don't mind either way.
Okay.
But given that I sound like a boy and I have a beard and a mustache, I do enjoy being called she, her.
Okay. So it's like anything's acceptable, but she, her feels good right now. So whatever.
I think it's the reason it's working for me specifically is because I'm walking around as a 6'1" hourglass with like, I'm working on my muscles. I got a beard. I got long fucking locks of hair. And so a boomer is confused as fuck when they see me. Like, I get lead paint stares every day and I love it. I don't give a shit anymore. That fucking old man's going to die in 30 years and I'm thriving. So yeah, you know what it is.
30 is a bit of a stretch, but yeah.
Well,
they're trying to kill themselves faster, man. You don't have to worry about it.
They love ivermectin.
God.
Yeah.
Anyway, part of me doesn't like. I took the flu and COVID shots on Monday, so my brain is still not functioning at 100%. Part of me is just like, do I want to do this or do I want to do art right now for the game? Because I'm trying to understand this, and I'm like, brain
yeah, I know that
empty.
feeling. Like, it's art, turn brain off, just flow with it. Coding, you're locked in, and that's kind of where I'm like, okay, I'm at a good space today, so that's why I want.
Well, I've done art for like 30 something years. I've done coding for about 2 months. You know, like, confuse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're still rocking that flu and COVID double whammy, yeah, you might want to do a little art today.
That
But
might
we're
be
both
the better
coding right now,
thing.
so you do you.
Yeah.
Chat, I hope you're okay. That like we're chatting. I'm gonna pay attention to chat as much as I can. It could totally handle.
Also, if whatever Raitlor says, trust them.
Oh, Raitlor's been here before. Raitlor's cool.
Yeah, anytime it comes to coding stuff, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they do for a living, so they know what they're talking about.
Raitlor, you're always welcome to backseat my coding in my stream because I've
earlier they said
I've been coding for not 20 years.
Yes, Raitlor says apparently Doki Doki Literature Club has something like what you want to do with your sprites for looping that you might be able to do. Use as an example.
Yeah. No, so far I got the talking animations done. I'm gonna make a new folder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it right now, and the Kenneth crying is in that folder, and I'm gonna try setting it up right now, and then we're gonna do a test and see what happens.
Yeah. That was just Rattler passing on my message, Shagarovoli. Okay, whatever. As long as people know this shit. I have been considering doing like midstream workout shit because like I don't. And chat was like, talk to Chai. She knows what's up.
For what? What do I know?
Workout shit?
Like
yeah, midstream workout stuff.
But
well, just like just what you've been doing on stream. Seems like a good idea of that.
Okay, so if you sit a lot, here's what I'm going to tell you right now. If you sit a lot, you need to do things. You can go as far as what my girlfriend does, where every 15 minutes you must move. So you can sit for
not
15
practical
minutes.
For streaming, no, but
no, I know, but you can make it work. Sit for 15 minutes, stand for 15 minutes, and then walk for 15 minutes. If you want, drop $100-$200 on a fold up flat treadmill. They're actually really cheap these days, and you can push it against a wall, and it's upright. No one notices. Bring it down, press the button, start walking. It's really good to burn a few calories, get moving. You're not just sitting all day. Something I do. I suffer from that.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely like a streamer problem of sitting too much. And I'm like, I need to not do that because that's not good. Where is...
Otherwise, just get up and stretch a lot. Yeah, you should definitely have a redeem or every once in a while get up and stretch. Do you have hourly ads running?
I have the ad thing running. It's like it says 3 minutes is what I need. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your sub message. I also need to have that open so I can see when subs drop in. Calibrated Gallows, thank you for the 30 months of support. That's very cool of you. Thank you so much. I'm very sorry. No, it's let's see. Now I gotta get your chat up.
Shadow have just narked and said that you don't want to risk showing your feet.
Yeah.
Wow, they must be damn good feet then.
No, actually, quite the opposite. They're quite fucked, actually. I have some cuts on them that are pretty rough, but I'm okay. What is the next layer here? Is that it? God damn.
You're figuring that out. I'm going back. Starlight in my chat says, reading more into it, you can, if you did, reading more into it, did you already try out using layered image instead of image?
Oh, that's an option. That sounds perfect, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these back. Kenneth crying tears. I'm gonna put them back in the folder. I'm just gonna actually copy them.
Which layer is it? It's
also Velvet. I love you. And Sai, if you're still there, hope you're doing well. Blah blah blah. My girlfriend is sending me art, and I cannot talk about it out loud. It is killing me.
I think it's right here, this tree, and it's like the left side stuff is all fucked. This goes down too low. That needs to be up a bit. It doesn't look right. Okay.
All right. I got some stuff I'm going to read. If you need my attention, just yell, because I'm going to read about layered images and try to learn what this means.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Starlight. So for everyone listening, I'm going to try to learn how to do layered images, and I have a renp.org.
Oh, are you looking at the documentation?
I sure am.
Layered oh my God, you're doing it. You're programming.
Always. My brain hurts already. I don't get it.
Do you want to send it to me?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Cat, move out of the way.
No, Cat's helping.
She's never helping.
Cat's
I love
helping.
her.
Yes, I know what you mean, though.
Steam.
I somehow have to make sure. Layered images. When a sprite set gets to a certain level of complexity, defining every possible combination may become unwieldy. Well, I mean, that does sound like what you're trying to do. 4 outfits, 4 hairstyles, 6 emotions, 96 possible combinations. Yeah, that sounds awful. So I'm glad that this exists. The layered image object is its Python alternative, but it's not displayable, but can be assigned to an image statement to use like this one. Okay, so then the language used to define layered image. Okay, so you're gonna want to do this, I think, at like up near the top of your code. And then this is like gonna be like a variable that you switch on and off, is what it looks like. So the layered image Augusta. So that would be like whatever the name of your character is right now. Like you're gonna have to redo all of the times that you've used this character as a sprite, I think, but you could probably just copy paste.
It almost sounds like it would be better just to make a second folder and just put one sprite over the other and then make them both disappear at the same time.
No, this is actually not that bad. And I think, well, how many characters have you done so far? Like put in?
Well, okay. So there's a characters.rpy and they're all set up already with their names and like colors and everything.
Sure.
Apparently.
Oh,
and
okay.
I don't know if that means I'd have to set up another one just for that. I was just gonna try something, but now that there's an additive, I'm trying to learn.
So it seems like what you'd want to do. Can I see what your sprites look like? Because it seems like
sure.
the way it wants you to do your sprites is like, I mean, we could probably load up sprite sheet Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, okay. So they had different heads and bodies. And they probably would have done different outfits if that was at all relevant.
Yeah, probably.
Hi,
Clarkson. I mean,
so that
here's I need to admit one thing about all this. I've never been good at learning by reading documentation.
I hate it too.
It all goes through my brain. I do best with hands-on. And one of my best things, the way I'm learning this right now, is my friend did have like a quarter of the work already. And I grab it and I rip it apart. And I go, why did this happen? What does this mean? And then it makes sense because I'm like, well, this is how it worked. I see it in front of me. And the problem is this is an additive and I've never done that before. So it's, keep working with me if you'd like. We're getting somewhere. Using a layered image implies that you replace all of Kenneth's images you've done so far with a single definition of layered image Kenneth with mix and match.
So here, check this out. Look at my screen real quick.
I'm gonna do that and actually say that's not that bad because I've only done like 3 Kenneth cries and it's only the crying one that would have this.
So
no other sprite in the game would need this.
What it's doing when it loads, where the fuck did Skype go? Okay. So it's
I'm
like
an enemy girl here.
So this is I mean the image quality is bad, but the long and short of it is that when it's talking about like all this shit in here, it goes Augusta base. You probably wouldn't do that for Doki Doki, but group outfits is the Augusta dress. So that would be the uniform. And then oh, I see. So you have the basic understanding of Augusta, that's that. And then the face, right, okay. So here's where it's changing the face. This is what it's doing with the A through R expressions, right? That's where it's doing that.
I feel like this is going to get a lot more confusing though, because I don't just need the group outfit or whatever it is, which is the eyes and the tears. to show over the other sprite, I need it to also animate every 0.2 seconds to change to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I think that what you need to do is, so where is it learning what face? Like, where did it define happy in here?
I don't know. Hi, Olive.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Let me look back at what you've done for your character here. So you've got, so that's just a PNG, and then you have another PNG of, I mean, I can't really tell what's going on in that first. Oh, here's some source files from Doki Doki.
Oh.
Thank you, Raylor. What is
Raylor, getting in the thick of it.
What is the first of the two images that you sent? Is that him crying? Like that's just tears?
Yeah, okay, so the tears and the pupils literally go right on his face,
Mhm.
and that way he has eyeballs, and they wiggle every, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the tears stream down, and it actually, like, loops nicely. So, like,
Okay, so I think I got it then.
I can actually give you an example. 1 second.
So I think what
I
you do
actually
is you set up like crying face as one of the things that it can do, and then when you're setting up what crying face is, you not only give it the position like they did here, but you would also like set it up to animate, and then it's just like when you pull that one, it does that.
I guess for now I could, as long as I can learn how to do the additive at all, and there's just a static tears and pupil, that's honestly a huge step forward, and at least I got that done. The next part shouldn't be too hard, but I just need to learn how to do this part.
I think that this code is actually what you need, is like, instead of doing, okay, I would say don't fuck up anything that has been done already, but maybe make like, what's the guy's name again?
This character?
Yeah. Kenneth. So name him like Kenneth Alt or something, and then just like try and figure this out. Replace the bit you're trying to do right now with Kenneth Alt, and then once you know that it works, you can transfer that to regular Kenneth, and then just remove the Alt on the phrasing. And
I don't mind breaking the code for like the
being able to get back to where you were is very, very nice in code. That's something that that chat has been bullying me about with GitHub and shit. And they're right, but also it's hard. So, you know,
I don't mind like this. There's just this one frame, this one sprite, the Kenneth crying tears and Kenneth crying. If I broke it, it's not the end of the world. Like I can just rewrite it in a second.
Yeah, it depends on how annoying it is to you. Does bully Chai into doing a Git as well? I mean, realistically, you oughta, but I mean, fucking let her enjoy life for a minute.
I think the thing that I need to know from you or Starlight or anyone is, sure, I have the code right here. It's in it's in the post. Where do I put it though? Am I putting it in
Oh, you're putting that up at where your character is defined, like at the beginning of the script.
1 moment. I think the character is defined specifically in a different RPY. I was actually very surprised that Horrible did this. It was really impressive.
That might actually be, yeah, it's probably over there then.
I think it's literally in the character RPY, because all the characters are defined here with colors. Character deviats, how are they known before they're introduced? Character flags, has the character been met? And their names. Yeah, it'd be all right here.
Okay, so then it's probably there is where you need to be right now. And I would make Kenneth Alt. I think it will make your life easier if you have that.
Okay, so you think I should have all the Kenneth defined here, make an Alt Kenneth to test? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just copy paste the Kenneth and then just like change Kenneth to Alt Kenneth on the copy. It'll bitch at you for a bit because you did it wrong. But once like it's a separate name, it'll stop complaining. And then you should be able to test stuff out with him. And this is, listen, I'm only doing this because we both suck ass at code, right? If I had confidence that what I was saying to you right now was the correct answer, I would just tell you to do it.
Let me go urinate and think about it, because I honestly, since this is, I've barely even started anything. I think it'd be okay if I didn't even make the alt at this point. I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Okay. Fucking around and finding out is 90% of code. Yeah. I think that's because it's like the pieces to code are so small and like irrelevant almost that like it really is just plonking them in there and see what happens. The code stuff for my game, I can't, my brain doesn't work right now, and I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I don't even remember why it's wrong. And I think it's like I need to go back to that one video and just figure out why it's not displaying the all coders are Rube Goldberg machine fans. That sounds accurate, actually. Group is the category of a body part. The attributes defined under a group will replace each other when shown. Right, that's what I understood. Also, welcome back.
Fuck around and give it a shot really quick and just use the code.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have like, can you download this again?
If I really need to, just the code, whatever I replace, I can just copy paste it into like a text bin somewhere and then grab it again if I need to.
That's what I mean. Like, just be able to get back to where you were, because otherwise you'll have problems.
Funny enough, Starlight just sent me from a visual novel called Distant Travels an entire example of how this is going to work. Hi, Medicinal Bear. Group body, attribute group body, layered image mic.
So it's like the group ends up being, I guess in the example they've got on the thing from the documentation, it's you set up a layered image group, right? Which is basically the folder of all the shit that you have for whoever. And then you tell it what each individual bit is. Like, this is the outfit, and these are the faces that can be. And then in the label start area here that it shows, right? Mm-hmm. It's going like, this is just normal text that would happen in the game. So it's like
I need Adderall right now.
Show Augusta, that's fine. We already know what Augusta is. I like trees, or I like this dress, whatever. Show Augusta happy. So now you've appended that Augusta with happy, and it's auto-defined previously, which I will say, I fucking hate documentation sometimes, because they'll have like an example where they go, oh, you know, she's happy. And it's like, well, you didn't define what happy means. Actually, you defined what neutral is.
I think I'm gonna dive in here and fuck something up, and if it errors, that's great, because that means I get to do some lunges in a moment, which I should talk to you more about working out in a moment. Really quick sidebar to give this friend a spotlight. In my chat right now, I have a professional EMT who lives in Boston. Nice. And every fucking week, this son of a bitch comes in and says the most insane bullshit ever. Last week, he had his balls crushed by a patient. And today he came in, all caps, I got my rabies shot today. Why the fuck did you have to fight a coyote?
I could see that being a thing.
What happened? Oh,
rabies.
You live in the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
That can't be fun. Don't worry, my girlfriend's been there. My girlfriend's been to like Costa Rica and gotten bitten by bats. Not great. Can't you make an interface for these so you just have a central object with emotions? I don't know.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Oh, wait, you weren't even at work and you got bit by a coyote? Don't go outside. Stop going outside. Medicinal Bear, just wear a bubble wrap and stay indoors.
I'm gonna go get some more ginger snack thing. My stomach's doing something weird.
I'm just gonna fuck around and see what happens when I do this thing. Show Kenneth crying. Show Kenneth crying bump. Does the punch and bump do anything? Chai crying. I'll look back at the game. Hold on, chat. We're going to try this out. Oh, I forgot that Chai shows up. I had to delete that. Where's Chai? Show Kenneth. Oh, I just never fucking reloaded it.
All right, I'm back.
Nope, Chai's still there. What did I do?
Also, Chai, thank you for answering some of my questions about like it's that whole thing. At the end of the day, I just don't want to be a dick. You know?
No, just respect people and you're fine. It's not that hard. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. Like most people are like okay with it as long as they know what's going on. Like if you're just like, oh, I didn't understand that, most people are cool. It's when you come at them with the like attack helicopter shit.
Yeah.
That's when you're an asshole.
Yeah, no, even my mom still like, here's a good example. My mom, I don't remember if I said this last time. My mom respects me and understands like that I want to be that, but she doesn't understand what it means. She's not like a bigot. She's not like a conservative. It's more just like she grew up in a world where everything was just you're a boy or a girl.
Right.
So even now, it's still hard for her to be like, how do you be something in between? But she's getting as best she can.
That took me a bit as well. Like I didn't get that for a bit, but then I noticed that other cultures just do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
And other species also, not pronouns, but other species are also just like not gender binary. Like you look up one maned lioness that has a little bit too much testosterone, and I'm like, ooh, that's the best. That's a lesbian right there. Butch lesbian.
Right. And it's just like, I don't know. Does it really matter, y'all?
No.
Can we just get along and not treat people like shit? Like, someone wants to be called, it's okay, fuck it. You know what? I gotta go get groceries. Like, that doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be called I'll do that. Because it makes you happy and it costs me nothing.
Exactly. That's literally all people are asking about.
Yeah, and that's a lot of it, what it is for me. I've got an ad going, I'm sorry, y'all. It's desynced. I don't have to understand the it's thing totally yet. You told me that it makes them happy for me to call them it, and that the dehumanizing thing is part of it, and it's okay. I'm just gonna run with that and go from there.
Yeah. So I'm listening while also
Trying to understand
considering
code.
the sprite thing still.
I think it's the way you gotta.
I mean, it's fun when we get to a point where it's more normalized that we can then go back to making jokes, but we're making it with everyone. Like, I love the joke of like, I can go up to my queer friend and be like, yeah, I was hanging out with Blue the other day, and they're like, which Blue? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, I know 5 Blues now. They
Oh.
Blue, gray, you know, like people like to change their name and they pick one. Like, I'm not the only Chai out there who decided to pick that name, but it's just like name that hit me, you know?
Right.
So it's just funny how that happens.
That is curious. I wonder, because like I feel like every supportive dad like is like, oh well, you know, maybe Alex. Alex is a gender neutral name, and it's like,
Alex
no,
is a good gender honestly, still a good gender neutral.
It is a good gender neutral name, but like, I don't think that's what you'd want. Like, would I call myself Alex if like, because like it is gender neutral, so it's still male, and I'm a man. So like, would I still call, like, if I got a name change, would I be okay with Alex? And I'm like, that kind of sucks and is boring, you know? Like, I might go for something more exciting if I decided to change my name. And so it's like, that's why no one goes with that shit, you know?
I changed my name from Nathaniel, big German last name, to fuck it. I want my name to literally be, I'm not joking, Chai Thunderbolt Valentine.
Sure, fuck it.
I want that to be my fucking name.
We don't live long enough to be like caring about little things.
We're all dying. Let me be fucking Chai Thunderbolt Valentine.
Exactly. You know? It's just like,
I don't know if I did do that, yeah.
Yeah. I think if me and Tilda have kids, I think we're going to try and come up with a name for boy and girl and then just write it down. Because like my parents had a name picked out for me in case if I was a girl, right?
Yeah.
I always thought like if I decided to be trans, that would probably be the name I would use. Because it'll still sound like an appropriate age name for me. Because like names come and go, right? Yeah. So it's like the name Colin was popular in like the 88, 90s ish, right? And they
I think
were
so.
gonna, if I was a girl, they were gonna call me Nicole. So I think I would go with Nicole if I decided to be trans. And I think that would be good to be able to set that up for our kids, just that way they could have that name available. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like
true.
alternate name
You
if
never
they
know
want
if,
it.
like,
Yeah, and
someone's
if they
growing up
don't
and
want it, if they
know
want to go
much,
for
my
something
parents.
fucking cool,
Yeah.
like Chai or something, then they can. But I'm just like, hey, here's one that we set up just in case, you know? And I think that just means I love you in dad, you know?
So while we're talking, my brain is exploding because I'm like, I have all the stuff here
Yeah. Yeah.
for this layered image thing, and I'm just biting my fingers because I don't know what to put where.
Okay.
If I just copy paste this into character, it's just gonna explode and be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I need
Okay.
an example. Like in my
Yes.
code.
Okay. So how about this? So one more time. What's the guy's name?
The character's name is Kenneth.
Kenneth. Okay. So layered image Kenneth is what this would actually say.
I sent you another link that actually has even more good examples,
Mhm.
and it even says like layered image Kenneth :
Colon.
Do I just? But
I would
where
start
do I
with
put
that.
that? In character defaults, how they're introduced.
Don't
know where
yeah,
to-
like up where you would define them, like in that folder where their sprites get called from right now, right?
Here.
Here,
This one.
let me
Okay, so here. So this is the one that's calling the sprites.
well you got something over it. I can't see.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
You're good.
So this is when we're calling the sprites, where we have all these characters.
Right?
For example, at the top, Malbec is the boss. So it's boss stare equals boss sprite, images, and a pulse from the image. So all I have to do is type in image, like show boss stare, and it'll show that sprite. Yeah.
Yeah, right now you're doing boss stare. Right. Okay. But that's exclusively the boss. And so it looks like,
so here I
oh,
want
this is really
sprite.
nice. They've commented it out. Whoever did this for you was really kind. So do hashtag Kenneth alt. Like
Yeah, hold
on
I
line
just heard
48.
something near my door. I'm gonna look out my window. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird. Definitely wasn't someone knocking on the door because Whistle's looking right outside and she's terrified of every human being. Okay, I'm sorry. Back up. So I'm gonna do.
Okay, so
I'm
I
gonna write
think
down right
that
here.
so the hashtag thing, the green text there is just commented code, which is like this does nothing.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I
Yeah.
actually do it to stuff that's broken, and I'll be like, I'll fix that later.
Exactly. Yeah. And leave yourself notes like what does this do? Because that's kind of what I'm looking at in my current code right now. I'm looking at like the hand code and I'm like, what is this again? Anyway, so layered image. So yeah, this would be part of Kenneth. And then what was it? It was layered image Kenneth : and then enter tab always :
Wait, do what?
hit tab.
Okay.
You got to indent your code. I don't know what always does here.
It's not changing the colors, so I'm fucking something up.
Don't worry about it. And then hit enter, and then next line I would do the Augusta base it has here. I think we really need to be messing around with the. Okay, so is there like a default like of Kenneth just standing there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Are you fishing right now?
Oh, okay, I can explain that. So you know how everyone was using that like Twitch phishing thing where it's like, oh, Twitch points and you get a fish and it saves your account. Everyone's doing it and everyone literally kept asking me, Chai, where's yours? So I just put in a 3-hour video of Sega bass fishing on 2x speed and then put an alpha channel circle and it's just playing in the background, and if people want, they pay 500 channel points to look at a better fishing game.
Oh, okay. Commented code sections are your best friend. They are, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here, let me make sure I've got chat up. All right. So okay, so then I think so instead of Augusta base, obviously we'll want some image of Kenneth there.
Yeah, I'd say like so since it's the one I want, it's gonna be Kenneth crying 1, and that's what I do always.
So I think I like make sprite. Okay, hold up. Crying 1, talking while speaking, crying and talking. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, or no, just do like, is there just an option of Kenneth? Like as a PNG?
What do you mean?
I think you have, here, I think you want this image that you sent me of Kenneth, where it looks like you've removed their soul. Look at my channel real quick.
Hold on, I'm juggling 3 monitors and it's still not enough. One second. Yeah, no, that's Kenneth crying
3,
well,
it
that's Kenneth
says?
crying 3 because he's making ooh. It doesn't matter. Should I do the one where his mouth is open? I don't think it really matters.
I don't think it does,
No, 'cause
actually.
they're gonna be cycling.
They're going to be cycling, but it's like, what is, because I'm a little bit confused.
So
okay, so you have two different, okay, so the eyes watering is one crying animation, and there's a separate crying animation where he's talking.
Let me show you exactly what it is.
Because you can make it
One
as a
moment.
GIF, and you know how to animate shit, so like.
I did actually. It's a GIF.
Right.
I actually sent you the example. It's the third from the right.
Okay.
What I have here are 3 sprites of talking. It is mouth closed and on and ooh for some lip syncing mild, and then 4 different sprites of the tears that just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that way that will be overlaying over any of the top 3. And no matter what, the crying will play out because they're lined up perfectly. So, as a base, I'm just gonna do crying Kenneth 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I think later I might have to change that.
I think actually what you want is crying Kenneth 1, 2, 3. Okay, so like the tears are a separate group that you need to have. So I think that like crying Kenneth. Fuck.
So would I not want to then call that? Hold on. I'm cooking. So always Kenneth crying. Am I allowed to do this up here? So Kenneth, image. Fuck my brain.
I know. We're gonna work this out together.
This is why I was just like, wouldn't it be easier? Starlight, wouldn't it be easier to just have a new sprite? Because there's 3 different sprites that.
I think once you figure out this code, I think this is gonna end up being a significant less work.
Okay.
So crying 1. I think
what's happening.
Okay, here. Let me do a Paint is fucking amazing for coding. Can I tell you that?
Okay.
All right. So here's what I understand is happening right now, and I think what needs to happen. So you have dude, right? You have dude, and he has a crying face, but you have like different animations of him crying, right? Let's do like really.
Yes.
This is the shitty version of your drawings, right?
Oh,
So this is one group, right, of his face doing different things. And then I think there's another group that's just the tears.
Yes.
So I don't think that we want to actually have always Kenneth. I think we maybe want to have group, not outfit. Oh, I see. Okay, so we have group emotion.
What's up?
Group emotion?
Yeah, like
or something, body, whatever.
So one of them is group body or group anything, really. You can call it whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be, I'm going to try attribute body default. I'm just going to try this.
I think crying 1 needs to be that PNG thing. Or actually, it would be attribute crying.
Stated the example. Sprites, mic, expression, body. Okay, that one actually has a whole, like,
Can you copy paste some bits
Yeah,
and just change names? Because I would just do that.
So I'm basically stealing what this one example of this one VN does.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm attributing the body just one for now. I'll figure out animation later.
I will tell you
Um,
something that has fucked with me endlessly while learning this code shit. The ethics and what is considered collaboration with code is so very different than how it works with, like, I don't know, art. Like, you're allowed to do this as long as it's an example made for learning. Like, you're allowed to just copy paste shit from other people. And it's not like tracing.
that's how I work best. That's how I made a sound pack mod. Did I tell you about my mod pack that's 400 megabytes of replacing almost every sound in Half-Life when I was 17 years old?
No, but okay.
I replaced every enemy NPC, every single gun, and then various funny things, and also the entire soundtrack. And I'm extremely proud of that work. The soundtrack is so good, it would get you DMCA'd faster than a grenade in your mouth.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's basically how I did that. I just kept stealing things with FPS Banana and ModDB and going, oh, that's how that works. And I just replace the code and write my own into it.
Yeah, for some reason,
And-
people don't mind that.
No, it's fine.
I'm like, really? But yeah, no, you're allowed and encouraged to do this behavior.
Crying? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, so you probably right now, does the thing animate the 3 different crying expressions in the very least?
What it does is I'll show what I do have. Hold on. Hopefully it doesn't fucking explode on me. When I talk to Kenneth, there's no face yet, but okay, you watching?
Yeah.
So when he talks, it's talking. Like that.
I see.
exactly
So
what I
he
want.
appears, but he doesn't I like that his image CTC is not okay, that's gotta be like the crying thing.
Yeah, so there should be a second thing playing over it that I want to constantly be looping of 4 different frames.
So
on
the bit I don't
0.2.
know is how to do animation, because the group thing, it sounds like, from what I understand in this group, like in this bit here, so it goes label start. So this is going to be like a scene or whatever. You've got show Augusta happy in this example here. So that's like, but it would define happy in a group like body.
I'm just trying to understand.
Do you know how to do animations yet in this?
I just showed them. I didn't learn how to do it. My friend showed me. It's basically what you see here.
Okay,
So
where?
Kenneth image crying while speaking, Kenneth crying talking, which attributes that when the character's talking, it'll instead then play image Kenneth crying talking, which then plays frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, and it goes and they play it at a 0.2 speed, like 0.2 frames or whatever.
Okay.
So that way,
you get 0.2 frames of it and then it moves on to the next one.
yeah, or whatever. I don't know what the 0.2 exactly
It's
is, but
probably like of a minute or something.
something like that, yeah. And it's perfect.
Time.
Like they just go bow wow, bow bow wow or whatever.
Right, but their eyes aren't right yet.
Yeah, that's just this one sprite that I decided to have.
So
a different
I
source
think
over.
that you would probably take image Kenneth cry talking and you would probably just plunk that into attribute body default crying.
I was thinking that. That's why I was like first doing this test.
Yeah.
Right
I think
here.
that's what you do is since that's what makes him do that if that animates, then you use that. You just put it into the body, but you wouldn't call it default unless if
You might be able to try using 0.2 right inside the attribute tiers. Maybe. I just want to see if it's static first. If I can get them to work in general, then I'll figure out how to animate them.
Okay. So then just I wouldn't even try and do the animation thing. It sounds like crying tears. Okay, so then to make it emotion attribute tears, you need to have attribute something for the default. I think that's attribute body. Why is it not? Did you spell attribute wrong? Why is it not
Did I
green?
spell attribute wrong?
I don't think you did.
I don't know why it's not doing that.
Try try making a scene that you can pop into real quick with
Yeah, why are these? Wait, no, I just copy pasted this.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not doing it there either.
Okay, so maybe it just doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, whatever, fuck it.
You only need one default in the layered image. Yeah, okay, I got that.
And then you have the one crying thing. So I think you should be able to do Kenneth space tears or show Kenneth space tears as a thing in a scene somewhere.
Group tier. It's just that the tiers will not show up until you specify Kenneth tiers. How do I do that?
Oh, right. We haven't. So you haven't. You need to have image. Like you need to have where that image is, the file source for it.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
You're
Supposed to
good.
do that. Also, doesn't matter if it's / or /. There's like.
I'm sure it
both of them.
does.
Hold on.
I don't
Oh,
know.
they're all doing it now. That was weird. It was doing it wrong earlier. Okay, hold on. There we go. / is cross. Okay. Am I missing anything else though? Because like one of the examples has else, null, and then a parentheses, but I don't know if I need that.
So the
Enhanced
else
expressions.
null is whenever you see something like that, like that's just like that's the coder thinking that something's gonna break, I think. If you don't define that it's gonna be tiers, it won't know what to do with it, and then it'll break. So just like always make sure you define it.
Okay.
I don't think
Also
you'll have a
listed
problem
one.
though.
Interesting. That doesn't matter. It should be expressions.
I haven't seen wife in a bit. I'm gonna text wife. Where wife? She has to stay off. I miss you.
I recommend using a group and attribute the condition
Yeah.
switch instead.
That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to do group and attribute switch.
Condition switch if Mike tattoo. Well, there's no attribute that needs to be switched. It's just if
Well, right
this
now,
sprite
like,
showing also show this.
I don't think that's. I don't know how to do that, but what I think we can do is just every time you set him to crying, just set his body and his face to crying, and we won't have issues.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So I think I legitimately think that if you put in like the other script, just like comment out where he's like what image he's supposed to be in one of those segments or something, and then try. Wait, where is Kenneth crying? Okay, so show Kenneth crying. Oh, okay. So instead it should be, okay, can we comment out everything involving Kenneth in the thing that we were just messing with?
Sure, what am I saying?
So
Wait.
all the stuff that already exists for Kenneth that you had, like Kenneth crying,
I'm gonna get rid
talking.
of comment it all out for now?
Not the stuff we just wrote, but the other stuff.
Okay.
Just for a test. It's probably gonna break, but it's okay.
Let me move this down.
I believe you can do shift and then up arrow, but that may just be Godot.
Attribute null is because distant travel codes reuse the same logic in multiple characters. Okay. Well, I only need the one.
Right, you have two Kenneths going right now. And also I think you grabbed some of the Kenneth shocked from the previous thing.
Did I really?
You did. Yeah, because I see it. Right there.
No, that's supposed to be there.
That right there?
Yeah, that's just a
Image
simple.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you want me to?
I would at least comment out the part where it's like Kenneth talking. Or crying?
Why?
Because I'm worried that it's going to be confused about which version of Kenneth you're talking about.
Well, the only one that matters would be this one.
Well, I wanted to think about layered image Kenneth instead.
Okay. Well, we'll get rid of that.
So that's why I'm thinking, okay, how about this? Instead of, alternatively, you could just call it Kenneth alt in layered image, Kenneth alt instead of Kenneth. And then we just...
Well, no, here's Here's my big problem right now.
Kenneth alt space tears just to test the function to see if it works.
Is it actually going to be called? Like, what do I write that pulls this? Because this isn't telling me anything.
Okay, yeah, no. So what you're doing is, so if you look at the example in the documentation, here, look at my screen for a sec.
Logan.
Okay, this is the bit where, so this is the one where you have like Kenneth crying or whatever, like probably the script that you're looking at right now, and then down actually somewhere in your code where like he's gonna cry is this bit here, right? So it goes Augusta happy. So that's the emotion that she's got. So for you, it'd be Kenneth tears because you have the attribute tear set up.
Okay, so
you need at some point in the code that where he's speaking, I just want to try out Kenneth tears.
So I'm gonna quickly do a test where I should literally I'm just gonna type show Kenneth tears and it hopefully will work. I got a little test bed. I'm gonna be doing it at a different partition really quick.
Okay,
Like
cool.
I'm in the main script. It's like there's a here. Hold on. Hopefully it doesn't explode right now. And if it does, I have to do more lunges. So I have jump into the game. That's what we've been testing. But I also have miscellaneous test. If I click it, it shows some talking. It shows Chai doing a little like that.
Okay.
And then a secret character I shouldn't show. That kind of stuff.
Right.
So I'm gonna quickly try to add the tears and see if it works.
Okay, I didn't know you had that. That's great.
It was something that like my friend that was working on this is actually his job is coding.
Yeah.
And he was working on it a little bit before he got his next job and sadly had to step away. But now he has to face my ass where I have to keep asking him questions every single day
About what this code does.
because I want to get this fucking done.
I actually really like his code. Like as far as what I can understand, it's good.
There are two variant types both called Kenneth.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. You have Kenneth and you have layered image Kenneth. And that's the Kenneth that I was trying to get you to comment out.
So if I rename this one to something, should I just say Kenneth alt? Is that okay?
Yeah, just for now. Just type in ALT right after Kenneth.
Yep.
Cool. And then go to a test thing and do show Kenneth. I'll just type it in.
Okay, right after show Chai proud, I'm going to
Probably spelling Kenneth wrong. I am. Kenneth.
Ken, but with F.
Show Kenneth.
Show
Tears?
Kenneth.
I think that's what you want.
Let's show up. Why
Oh,
is
Kenneth
it-
alt tears, yeah. And just
Okay.
Kenneth alt space tears.
I'll even show this live. All right, let's see if it happens.
Well, you
Let's
didn't
test.
add the tears.
I didn't have the. Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. Hold on.
you're good.
You didn't have the tears. Okay, so show Kenneth alt.
Literally,
Tears, or do I do show Kenneth alt and then show Kenneth alt tears as well?
show Kenneth alt tears.
Just the one.
Yeah, I think that works, but I'm not actually sure.
We're about to find out. This is normal background. A little mid sentence test. There's no tears. He's
There's
there.
Okay. I
There
mean,
should be a tier layer just above it, though.
okay.
Is it at all because there's attribute body default and the default's blue? Attribute group expressions attribute. I don't know.
Like, how is tears different than show? Well,
Chat will know.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Attribute t-shirt.
It can't find the image, it looks like. Okay. Says Ray
It
Lore.
didn't glitch out or show an anime girl.
Oh,
so that's good.
.png after crying tears.
Did I really not? Crying. Oh my god, is it really that simple? Am I that stupid? Hold on.
Most of coding is you.
I love that. I love that. No, that's a much better problem to have.
Yes.
Oh my god, it worked.
Hey.
Not that. This. Look.
Show.
Bam. Okay.
Okay. So now to do the animation, I think we can probably take the like little bit of animation that he had and plunk that into the group for Kenneth alt.
Yeah, I might be able to.
Because
All right,
like
there's
that
no
already
errors, no
animates,
flag
so
blenders.
we just call that like the series of images that are needed for tiers or whatever.
Mhm.
You just
So instead of pulling from directory / blah 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 PNG,
Mhm.
do you think I can just type the animation I set up for the crying?
like, yeah, see if like you can just steal the code used earlier for crying, like the movement of him, blah 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 blah. See if you can add that to the default thing and see if that'll animate. And then do the same thing, but with different, for the tiers.
Okay.
Cat good.
Cat very good. Cat also a bitch. I love her.
hmm
Hold on, wait. If you're still watching,
Mhm.
look at this. Look at this.
The delay between the two of us is interesting.
Look at this.
That's a baby. That's a good baby.
That's a baby.
Mm-hmm. Herman's all kerfuffed right now. He's got a big old patch of hair missing because he's a sensitive baby and he gets very allergic to anything and everything. And he's got fleas or something, and so we had to give him flea medicine.
Flea collar. Those are always good.
We gave him some medicine for it, and it just burned the hair off that spot on the back of his neck. And then he also chews at it. I know. He's a poor baby. But it does seem like he's doing better because he's running laps around the house screaming. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's a good baby. So
Yeah.
I uncommented the previous animation and then I tested. It's playing just fine. So Kenneth alt can be the one we'll leave for now, which might be what we need.
Take the Kenneth crying, tears talking, everything under that, and put that into attribute body default instead of Kenneth crying PNG.
The whole thing. Okay, hold on.
Actually, no, just take image Kenneth crying, talking, tears. Maybe you just put that in there? No.
I think so. Attribute body default. Let's just try this.
Yeah, I mean, that might actually, well, you want to probably, oh my God, can you do that?
There's a big error thing. I don't know what that is.
Why are you grumpy? I yell at the computer sometimes to ask it why it's grumpy. I don't know why.
Why is it grumpy? Okay, wait. What if what if it was just Kenneth crying talking? 1 second. Well, I don't want him to talk in this, but I just want the tears to go.
I want it to be where you can. Okay, can we have default? Okay, go back down to where it's got default and do another one talking. Attribute body talk.
Hold on, one more time.
Okay, so hit enter after the quotation marks PNG thing.
Okay.
Kenneth crying, yeah. And then tab back out. Okay, go back one. Okay, put a new attribute. And it's going to be attribute crying talk? Cry talk? Don't make it tears because you already have one named tears.
You're right. Crying _ tears.
Have you already done that one?
Tears moving. We're just making a new attribute.
How about attribute tears moving?
Okay.
Talk or something. Yeah, that's good enough. And then go down and I would go and put image Kenneth crying, tears talking, all that shit that you have. You would just put make sprite, blah, make sprite 2, all those. Just copy paste that bit up there under image Kenneth crying _ tears talking.
The whole animation?
Yeah, I think that goes there.
Do I need to including the word image, but should it be in quotations?
Not okay. You would go from repeat up to make sprite.
Okay.
Okay, so then you need to indent this. Okay, hold on. Lots of things are happening. That goes there. Yes.
Just
I think, and I don't think you want it in quotes.
it looks like a mess.
Yeah.
No, it's not looking good, homie.
Nah, you got this. It's okay. You just need to tab out, like, you need to give it some space. It doesn't know where, the indentations matter so much to this. Like, it's probably grumpy about that. You need to make sure they're all indented to the same level, past attribute tiers moving.
Because it shouldn't.
Does that make sense?
I can test it really quick.
It's not done. It's not gonna work.
Vision data and empty RAM. You cannot compile your problem.
Yeah.
That's 10, baby.
You got to do some workout real quick.
I think your voice.
No, I was just being quiet for a second while you were trying it.
You pasted to preserve the indentation of the copy. How?
So I think that you want literally. Okay, yeah. So you just gotta to fix the indentation. So hit tab on the dot 2 once, maybe twice. Back so that way it's in line with make sprite. I don't know why that matters, but it does. So
Now it's giving problems.
yeah, it's because the previous line is wrong.
Why?
Because the you see how much it's indented for the 0.2 is for make sprites in the example up at top, and then look at yours. They're different. There's also a space on one, and one is tabbed too far. Oh no, you did it in reverse.
They have a
The space matters. Nope, no tab there. You want to bring it back? No. Okay. Delete the tab before the 0.2.
Okay, hold on. That's 15. 1 minute. No, that's the same error. It's just delete the tab before the 0.2. All of them?
Yes. Because you've tabbed in too far and it's confused it for some reason. I don't know why.
There's a space there. Okay.
Now Rev is on the other end of us abusing him for over tabbing. Yeah. No, I did this shit too.
You're right. I did go too far. This isn't working though.
That's not working? What's the error it's giving you?
No, parsing script failed. File game sprites, render line 88 attribute can only be 0 or 1 displayables to found.
Huh. Okay. I
have a thought. I'm gonna try something.
Okay. I have an idea, but it's bad.
Pressing undo just in case. I have an idea and it's stupid.
Cool.
Attribute tiers moving. So Cry's talking. Kenneth Cry's talking.
It looked like it was still tabbed over, was it?
No, there would have been red. It's
No, not always.
Oh man.
Sometimes it just wants to be fuck you for no reason. Godot does this fun thing where sometimes it just doesn't work, and if you close the program and come back, it'll start working.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Unity does that
programs.
bullshit too.
Yeah.
If I had the full source, I could maybe help, but it's difficult with a snippet.
I think that it's, I mean, we only need to look at the snippet, really. Because that's the only bit that's wrong.
No, all the speaking stuff is actually just like everything is just in Ren'Py. I don't think Horrible did any weird bullshit.
No.
I think.
Parsing error, which means VS Code sometimes won't catch it until it gets to running. Great Lore is probably right on that.
Come on.
Don't ask me what it means, though, because I don't know. But they're probably right with whatever they just said.
What'd they say?
The parsing error means that VS Code sometimes won't catch it until it gets to running.
Well, that doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to figure out how, as a layered image, do I get the tiers to animate 1, 2, 3, 4? Which actually, I just realized.
Can you
technically correct.
Can you just tell it, like, can you take image crying talking like that script from above? can you just like tell it that it's image, right? Rather than telling it the PNGs, can we just give it like that?
That's what I was kind of wondering if I could do that. That's what I was trying to do. I'm going to try this again.
Without the quotations.
Without the quotations
around image.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Yeah. That
Or
should
funny
work.
colors?
Yeah. Now it's happy.
That's a third brand new. I want it to work. 89 contribute it's the same as before, but I'm going to count it. That's 15 lunges. I'm going to have to do the workouts in a moment. I'll do them right now while we try to discuss what the heck might have gone wrong.
Okay. Can you pull up the
I'm gonna
code
do
again
15
so I can
lunges.
see it at least?
Can you do what?
Can you get it so that way the code and you are visible on the same screen?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
So we'll just remember that it says a trooper can only have 0 or 1 displayables. 2 found image Kenneth crying. Is it like trying to pull all 4 images?
Crying _ tears talking is what it's having an issue with, right? Line 88. Tears moving. Which is, yeah, that's the one that we're still having. Okay, yeah, that's the one we changed. It's attribute tears moving. It's calling it as 88, but we changed 89. But 88 is just what it's telling us to do in that case. So it's having an issue. Does show work inside of?
Oh,
I don't think show does work in there. Yeah, you wouldn't use show.
but what if?
I mean, fuck it. Who knows, man? Like, honestly, most of the code is just like, I don't know. There's bits of my code that, like, I don't know why they work, and I'm afraid to mess with them to fix it. But simultaneously, it's just like, I'm fairly certain that it's fine. Just don't.
Do I need quotes? Not in your attribute, but at the group.
So the group body. Because this is a... Oh. Wait, what? No, it's having an issue at 88. And I think it means 88 to 89. Because the body...
It's just 89, or it's just 89, by the way. It doesn't mention 88.
Yeah. It's just 88, right? Not 89?
No, it's just 89.
Just 89. Okay, so it is the... This is doable. I just don't know how.
Group body on show 2.2. Huh?
Nah, I don't think that's
body
right.
On. Wait, why the 0.2?
For the animation. And the
Can I type
0.2
more?
is probably on another line, but I don't agree with that. But they might actually know what they're doing.
I just need everything showed. Can't write new lines in Twitch chat. Oh,
Oh.
it's true. You can DM it to me. Whistle, what? This baby.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What is this? 106? Oh, that was like 40 minutes ago. Sorry.
I am reading you guys. Wife alert. Wife in chat. Wife. Wife. Are you at home?
Default.
I love you. You okay?
Here, really quick, while you're typing that and Rev is wife.
Do you have lunch together?
I'll be right back, Rev.
Are you already eating? Oh, okay. Welcome home. Yeah, let me wrap up what I'm doing here and then I'll come downstairs. Wife. All right, once Chai gets done doing that, then we'll come back to it. Thank you, chat. I'm sorry I wasn't reading you. Wife EP, I'm EP, we're all EP. Just have a bit of a cuddle sesh, I think. And then we can work on code shit tomorrow some. I don't know. Feel like I'm being lazy to some degree, but I really love my wife. I just want to go hang out with her. So I think I'm just going to go do that. Rev, you're not lazy? I feel like I am sometimes. Okay, this needs to be here. Oh, yeah, no, it needs to be here, and then it merges down. And then... A little bit bogged down. I know. I look good today. My hair isn't fuck.
I did 16, so it's even on both sides.
Nice. My wife just got home, and I didn't want to like leave without telling you that I was gonna bounce, but I think I might bounce to go see wife. You know how it is.
I know wife, yeah.
Yeah, wife
Trust me.
good.
When I'm up in Canada, my girlfriend is gonna just run in and bite me, and then I'm probably gonna go to BRB and chase them.
Also, yeah,
So-
today is like the first day that I've eaten any food at all. So I probably just
What?
need calories in my system. It's probably why I'm feeling nauseous.
Why didn't you eat?
The COVID vaccine made me nauseous.
I see.
And so I couldn't because it was gross. But now I might be able to actually eat. I feel like I don't have enough calories to like function. So maybe that's why my brain is stupid.
Probably. Stupid head.
I leave you with my chat. I'm gonna just like raid to you, and
Oh,
some.
you're done?
Oh, I think I'm gonna be done, and
Okay.
go eat food for a bit, and I might pop back up in a minute. But yeah, so I'll eat some food and then I'll come back and then maybe stream some more. But my chat's good at coding, so they can just tell you what to do because I don't know.
Yeah, please backseat.
I was hoping that I could like backseat you and actually fix it and be like, yeah. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong.
I feel a little bad, like I've gotten nowhere in a stream where I wanted to fix stuff, but this is something I
coding.
should
No,
have
you just need to get over
handled.
that. You don't do that shit. Like with art, you can go, I can see the difference. With codes, sometimes it's a huge difference. Sometimes it's like you can't see it, but it works better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look over that code that guy did for that. All right. Yeah, good luck. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful right now.
No, it's okay. We got a chat full of nerds, and I want them to backseat me.
Yes, exactly. All right.
I'm clipping my cat's nails really quick.
As one does. Yeah, sometimes it just works. I'm proud of you for I don't understand why it doesn't allow more than 3 images or more than 2 images. That seems to be the issue. Actually, could you try running the same script again, but just have less images? Like comment out 2 of the tear crying animation things.
I think it might just be 2.
Because it's like you can only do 2, right? That's what the error says.
It says 0 or 1.
0. Oh.
So you can't even do 2. There's got to be a way to make this work, though.
I mean, there's a jank-ass way that I can think of where it's just like, God, you could set up a variable where it's the current crying face, and then you could have a script that rotates it independently of whatever's going on here. That's a Boolean then? Yeah.
Well, the thing that's silly is there's still the other option of I just pull a new animation from a stuff folder and I just make both Kenneth and the tears in a different folder appear at once and then disappear at once. And that would just work. But we apparently in the last hour have settled, no, I need to find out how to make this work.
Okay, that's me being a bully. I think that your life will be easier if you can get this to work the way it's intended to.
I think it would be good in case I decide to do this in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Then
And
again,
if you-
I'm also stubborn. Like, okay, I need to say this.
Mhm.
In the future, I just realized, like, okay, would I actually want to make a series of sprites with different outfits? No, I would draw completely new sprites with different outfits. Because I'm an asshole who hates myself. I want
Mhm.
80 sprites, thousands of sprites.
Well, I mean, I think
And all
that...
they're animating.
But I mean, if you were to make another game, you could take this, like if you can get this to work, you could take this, replace the names and the images, and then change the script, and all you would have to do is the drawing. If you can get this to work the way it's supposed to, where it'll actually animate, then it's just a different name.
I mean, it's still something. We're already deep in it. We might as well try to figure it out. Was
Yeah.
Kenneth, you go do your thing if you
Yeah,
want
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, but Raid Chai, Morning Chai. I always get it backwards.
Just don't put the G. You're gonna raid someone who doesn't
Yep.
exist.
Yep. I got that much. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I mean, if you animate, I mean, the janky way of doing it would be to just like combine those images manually, but I think you'd go insane, so I wouldn't recommend that. It'd also make the file size huge on disk. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Whoa. There's the raid.